So, hey everyone, my name is Jonas, and today we're going to be talking about accessibility. When it comes to web design, it's easy to get caught up in making a fancy visual masterpiece. But in doing so, we can't forget about those who can't see what we made at all. So, blind users rely on the screen narrator to navigate the web. If our websites aren't taking advantage of things like alt text, which tells the narrator to say something specific, then they'll miss out on enjoying what we made, and we miss out on all those dollars they could have spent. And accessibility affects our search engine optimization as well. So Google wants to recommend the best website for each search query. And if your site is taking advantage of accessibility features, it's more likely to be more helpful than other results. In turn, that bumps your ranking up even more. So you might be wondering, how can we make improvements to our site? So there's a service called Lighthouse, which does just that. It's a Google Chrome extension, and they also have a website. I'll link both of those in the description, as well as my blog post where I explain more of this in depth. So once we have the extension installed, we can go find our website. For today's example, I'm using the Governor's Pub. And it's a website for a restaurant that I like to go to. And if we click the Lighthouse button here, we can generate a report. And that'll take just a second to load that. All right, so we can see our results here. So in terms of accessibility, it looks fine. It says 82. But accessibility actually extends beyond just this. So it's a disadvantage to surf the web on lower internet connection. The performance is really a big thing that we want to look at here. And if we come down here, we can look at the opportunities to make our page load faster. So just serving images in next-gen formats could save us up to 14 seconds almost. So if we look here, it recommends that we use JPEG 2000, JPEG XR, or WebP because they offer better compression than PNGs or standard JPEGs. So that way our website will be able to be compressed a little more and load faster. And if we keep looking down through these audits, we can see our accessibility. And what's wrong here is, this is a big one, the image elements do not have alt attributes. So that means there's an image here and there's no alt text. So when the screen reader sees that, it's just going to say out image and it won't actually describe what it is. And that actually affects our SEO as well. So if we look down here, yeah, the same thing is an issue. So this is super important because if we go back to the website here, we can see, let's take, for example, this order food online button. If we inspect that, we can see that the current alt text just says picture. But if you're blind, you wouldn't actually know that the picture says order food online. So when the screen narrator gets here, it's just going to say literally picture. And that's not really good because we want people to know that, oh, this is a button to order food online. So better alt text would be just that, order food online or something. And then another issue I noticed with this site was down here, when we were tapping through the sites, we get caught in this Facebook section here. And we can almost never get out of it because Facebook just continuously loads and loads and loads more information. And we can never actually get down to this contact us button. And for someone who is blind or needs special arrangements, this is a super important button here. So one workaround I would recommend is moving this button above that content, at least that. And there's probably other ways of fixing that, but the easiest would be just moving that up. So now that you know why accessibility is important, you should really implement it in whatever you're making, because it's not just about including everyone. It also helps everyone. It benefits them because they're able to use your site, and it benefits you because you're able to have another customer. So I hope you learned something today, and read the blog post. It goes more in depth on all of this. Thank you for watching.